Sit back and put your feet up as we head into qualifying here in Kuala Lumpur. Over the next few minutes, we'll find out who's got pace in the car and who hasn't. Last year we saw a wonderful race here in Malaysia, and I'm expecting another fascinating weekend to come here in Kuala Lumpur.
Well, there are at least 3 or 4 other drivers that could be strong contenders for a front row start tomorrow, so it's difficult to predict who will come out on top, but it's certainly going to be an exciting qualifying session today.
What is going on, guys? CRL Hamilton here, and yes, back with another episode of Raikkonen Career. We're in Malaysia this time, just putting on the setup. Hopefully everything can go well, just like the last race went well. Last race was fantastic. Hopefully the same for this episode. I reckon the gap's going to be closer to the AI. I'm not too good around this track, so yeah, let's see how qualifying goes this time round in Malaysia for the Malaysian Grand Prix. So here we go, guys, coming on to our quali lap here for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Going up to 8th gear now, coming down the straight. Hopefully we can have another good quali. Going down to 2nd gear, trying to hit the apex. We slide a bit through the first corner, that's dropped us down to 6th place so far, so that's not good. Now 13th, but now we're climbing back up the positions on the exit of that corner. Not as good so far, we're still down in 5th place, so this needs to improve. Coming into the first sector, we're still in 5th. Can we get a good corner? Yes, we do. And that catapulted us up to 2nd place beyond Lewis Hamilton. Oh, 3rd now. But Lewis Hamilton's just ahead as he goes, coming down to 5th gear. And yes, we've gone into P1 on our quali lap so far. It's been a really tidy lap so far. Car felt great in quali. Hopefully, you can transfer this pace over to the race, maybe. Yeah, coming down to the end of the first sector. And yeah, we've got a first sector, 2nd sector. Yeah, we've got a good lead over Lewis Hamilton, I think, is the car behind. Trying to get the best exit out of that slow corner possible. Coming into the right-hander, 3rd gear. Coming down to the swooping left-right section of Malaysia. Well, the 2nd left-right section, maybe. But yeah, coming around the right-hander, trying not to lock up as much as possible, because that could lose you time and be very costly. Now coming down the back straight, we can see we're still ahead, and we look at that margin. So it looks like we have brought our Australia pace, not as much, but we have got some of our Australia pace here in Malaysia. And coming up to the line, and I can tell you, we have got pole position for the Malaysian Grand Prix.
That's the end of qualifying, and it's Kimi Raikkonen who takes the top spot for tomorrow's race.
Well, he's on the front row and on the clean side of the grid, so unless he gets a poor start, the other drivers might have trouble getting anywhere near him tomorrow.
So yes, guys, that was qualifying for the Malaysian Grand Prix. I might have said Australia a few times, but I don't know. Malaysian Grand Prix. Hopefully I didn't, but yeah. Malaysian Grand Prix. Pole position, brilliant lap, only by 5/10, not by the 2-second margin we had last time, but let's see if we can transfer that pace over to the race.
Good afternoon and welcome from Sepang for what is going to be a fascinating race. It's the Malaysia Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen is on a bit of a charge, and starting from pole position is about as good as it gets before the lights go out to start today's race.
He'll want to end this weekend on a high after yesterday's fantastic performance, but he's going to have a lot of competition. I doubt he'll be expecting an easy race, especially considering the teams around him.
It was a disappointing day for Fernando Alonso yesterday. He's starting further down the grid than he would have liked, but he'll still be hoping for a strong result today.
Well, Fernando is a great starter, and he'll be looking to make up a few places on that first lap to try and get himself back into a position that he's more familiar with.
So yes, guys, that does it for the grid and the introduction by David Croft and Anthony Davidson once again for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Hopefully we can transfer our quali pace, which is pretty good considering Malaysia's not a favourite circuit of mine. Let's see if we can transfer that over to the race, and let's see if we can win this race then. Starting from pole position with Kimi Raikkonen. Hopefully the setup works in the race as much as it did quali. I think I'm going to have a look at the setup, just a standard setup for 25%. So let's go to the race for the Malaysian Grand Prix. second, okay. So guys, we are revving up to 5 red lights for the Malaysian Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go here in Malaysia off the start line. And we've got a dismal start once again, just like Australia. We've just been jumped by the 2 Mercedes, and Vettel's looking to go around the outside, but no, I don't think he can complete the move. We're still going to go for it. He's still there on the outside, but no, we just get the power on earlier than him. And we're going to look at the inside of Rosberg. No, he closes the door, and we're going to have to settle for 3rd place at the moment, so not the best of starts. We can't do what we did in Australia and get the 2 Mercedes back, but we're in a slipstream with Rosberg. Can we got the inside? We're going to go for the move. He just pulls over and away. He probably thought it was unexpected by me, but I still went for it anyway. So now we've got to close down Lewis Hamilton. If he goes, this race is over for us. We cannot win this race, so we have to keep with him. We have to somehow overtake him in any way, shape or form. So yeah, let's go and catch Lewis Hamilton in this Grand Prix, and hopefully we can win. And skipping on to lap 2, and look what's happened. Ricciardo's going slowly, Hamilton's stuck behind him, and there's a green flag so I can go through. And yes, I'm into P1, but stepping further onto lap 2. Here we go. Felipe Massa has now gone slowly as well. So is the conspiracy that Ricciardo and Massa had a collision with each other? That's why they're going slowly. We've just lapped both of them, so they're still on lap 1. Like, Ricciardo's only halfway through lap 1. But skipping all the way into our pit stop, after that chaotic start of the race, nothing happened really. Hamilton was closing us, but not by a substantial margin. So he couldn't really overtake us. So we're coming in on lap 6. We were going to come in on lap 7, but I thought, nah, just give it lap 6, because all the other AI were coming in this lap as well. So I thought I'd stay with the AI, don't get undercutted by any of them. So we're coming into our pits. Ferrari boys give us a pretty good stop of 2.3 seconds. We come out ahead of Hamilton still, which was pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, it was expected to come out ahead of Hamilton, and yeah, Massa just unlapped himself there, so good one, Massa. Lap 7, hopefully we can control the race from here. The guys ahead still don't have to pit, so we come out in P3, but we're basically in a net 1st place. I think Hamilton's in the net 2nd, and I don't know who's behind. I think it might be Vettel or Rosberg. So yeah, hopefully we can go and control this race from now on. So yeah, it's the final lap. We skipped onto it. Nothing happened in the 2nd stint. Been that calm 2nd stint we wanted. Coming around the final corner, trying to have no more dramas. We're going to come out of the final corner, they'll run up to the line, and we're going to win the Malaysian Grand Prix.